Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's the Seahawks fan with another Gear Battle League video. And in today's video, well, this is an actual usual video with this Greninja team. Definitely was a fun to do a little bit different and more deeper analysis. I hope you enjoyed that video. Definitely let me know if you want to see more videos like that. I probably will either way, but definitely was fun. But back to the usual stuff. I mean, Shiny Greninja, Shiny Venusaur, and Shadow Typhlosion. Definitely used all them plenty of times. Not super meta. Definitely not top meta, but man, it can be a pretty good team. Nice, balanced, able to get to a new season high elo. Time you see this, hopefully higher than this with Master League, but definitely pretty nice. Unable to get both those Thunder Punches out with the Talonflame, but I was able to get to do Hydro Cannons for the Greninja to take out the Talonflame. Definitely made a bit of a mess with the mid game, giving them a shield advantage with the Gator. And we have a nice Gator lead in a commanding position, being able to just spam out those nice slashes, chance that boost. And my opponent made a fatal mistake bringing in Drapion with a loaded Greninja. I mean, even if they have Sludge Bomb, I just get to Hydro Cannon so fast. It does take 2 Hydro Cannons for a KO, but it gave me a good energy lead. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the next Hydro Cannon after that, but I did take the last shield. Really trying to win alignment. They do get the KO. I don't think that defense drop mattered, but I'm 2 shields for a Shadow Typhlosion and just trusting in the power, in the bulk of this Typhlosion. And just knowing, as strong as Drapion is, it's a non-shadow and Aqua Tail non-stab. Able to get that big last burn, and now the Frenzy Plant says goodbye, Licky Licky. Shield the Venusaur, pretty good into a Gator. They saw the writing on the wall. Next opponent, another Licky Licky. Licky Licky, it's a pretty good Pokemon. Pretty nice, bulky. And having things in the back to cover their weakness of fighting types. Now they're going to make a nice catch of the second Hydro Cannon into the Water Bug. It is actually pretty handy to soften them up with the Hydro Cannon. Able to be a bit better with Venusaur into Gliscopod. And able to have the alignment we need. We survived that Shadow Ball, unfortunately. Now they are going to get to a move. I did respect the potential Shadow Ball, and thankfully I did. I do not want to take a Body Slam. And they're going to have Gator as door number 3. 2 shielded Gator. It can do pretty good, but unfortunately for it, able to put some good pressure. And they may have a shielded Gator, but they can only throw resistant moves into the Greninja. And we're going to get those nice slashes out. Charge Act priority. The lucky I didn't take a free Water Shuriken, and that would have been even better for me. But it's fine. We're going to be able to force the last shield. We win Charge Act priority with Thunder Punch from... Thunder Punch from the Typhlosion. And it says goodbye to the Gator. Gator getting wrecked by the Fire type. Getting torched. Actually getting shocked, but... And a stunning lead. Definitely love to see Shadow Golok for my Greninja. But Greninja, it is pretty glassy, even though this one is real good IVs. And winning the mind games, getting a shield with Night Slash is fantastic. I had the potential Hydro Cannon, but just keeping the energy around. Actually, it was really important in being able to get to this last move for the KO with that Night/Bait. Definitely play that lead the best you could. My opponent gonna get kaboomed! Shadow Typhlosion. Blast Burn into the neutral. Primeape pretty glassy and pretty happy Greninja was able to watch Hurricane down them. 24-3. I'd lost some elo with the Spring Cup team, which got me back to the 2400s, but then this team was able to get me back there. And I'm going to get some more elo gain, which is awesome. And first, I mean, it's okay to deal with. We got better Pokemon than Greninja to deal with it. And odds are we're going to need Greninja for something in the back. Unfortunately, I cannot Vine Whip down. They get to just the second move a little too soon. But it's not too much damage. Now, they do have a shield advantage, but... Oh, we get the alignment we want. Going to bring back the Rhyperior. They do get a must-stop down before a second Frenzy Plan is reached. I'm not sure if that was... I think that was one turn bring lag. They do have a Steelix. And they're going to no-shield. Shadow Steelix. And we're going to Incinerate down. Let's go. How much damage does the heavy hitting must-stop do? Well, they judged they did not do enough damage before I got to two moves. And resisted Blast Burn, still enough damage. Shadow Primeape, Mighty Shadow Primeape. This thing definitely expensive thing to build if it's ideal IVs. Definitely a very annoying thing to go up against. I should build one. But it's about definitely real nice Pokemon to pair. Definitely could be a pretty good Pokemon. Definitely Shadow Primeape can definitely be a good investment to get yourself up high elo. We have to do it. We'll see how the season goes. I mean, I do feel pretty comfortable using Primeape. Haven't used it this season, but definitely pretty good thing. And I have the candies and Stardust to build one. And I mean, that 1 HP in a dream set my Typhlosion up to get absolutely nuclear. Even with those two shields they had. Shadow Golok. This time they're going to swap into Shadow Zapdos. Really cool to see this. Really cool. I'm going to bring in Typhlosion because I judge I can Incinerate down with two shields. And, I mean, a shielded Golok can definitely do good into Shadow Typhlosion. But not when the Typhlosion has back-to-back Blast Burns. I mean, anything that comes in is going to not want this damage too much. And thankfully the game worked properly. But kaboom! Get one, it KO'd. Shadow Typhlosion, one shot, Shadow Golok. Thunder Punch says you're gonna almost go down, Poliwrath. And they do have the potential Icy Wind. But not enough damage to one-shot a Venusaur. Especially a non-shadow. That was a very exciting battle. The damage, the speed, the power. I mean, yeah, this is a triple Comde move team. And actually a double Comde move. And actually, no, yeah, I think, actually maybe, is Thunder Punch not a Comde? I think it is. Is it not? Was I wrong in talking? Actually, no. No double Comde move for Typhlosion. I thought Thunder Punch was. Oh, well, I'll... silly mistake by me. But now we have a loaded Typhlosion. We have a pretty decent matchup for Venusaur. But my opponent does play very smart here. They get the farm down. Barely. Man, a bit better of a Venusaur. Would have been able to get to that next move. But well played on the insta swap. Expecting me to throw the Blast Button immediately, knowing I win Charge Act priority and expecting them to stay in. 50-second switch clock probably won them that in the end. Don't think the switch clock would have been up at 60 seconds. But we're going to soften up the Ampharos. Very damaged Ampharos. And we're not going to shield up our Venusaur. We're not going to commit any shields to the Venusaur. Or do we? Yeah, we do. Gonna undercharge. Wish I didn't throw that move. Oh well. So be it. Talonflame's gonna come in. Definitely. Silly goose mistake. Oh well. It happens. I mean, we still have a pretty good position. And Virizion, they gave a free Incinerate. Let's go. They're going to throw the next move. I should be able to just Incinerate down at this point. And I'm going to throw the Thunder Punches immediately now. Thunder Punch is going to take a shield. I'm going to get 2 Thunder Punches. Both these out. I'm going to get my Water Shuriken in. Can I get to the next move? Yes, after just one more Water Shuriken. Let's go. Before that Incinerate damage registered. That was incredible. And season high elo 2403 4-1 set. Very nice. 2445 55 elo away from the veteran. I was definitely stoked. And hopefully by the time you sing this, I'm a veteran. Master League team. But future me knows that. Knows if that happened. Stay tuned for the journey for the season. I definitely like the season. Now we have a Guzzlord. I mean, I've used a Guzzlord team. It's definitely really strong. I do really like it. And I mean, they're going to have answers to fairy types they're going to have answers in the back to fairy types in the lead. And I don't mind setting my Typhlosion up to close out. Definitely, Typhlosion's pretty good into a lot of fairy type counters. Gonna say goodbye. Only gonna throw a resisted Frenzy Plant, but now we're gonna bring in the Typhlosion, and with the energy lead, and with Scald being a bit of a slow move to spam out for Tentacool, we're in a pretty okay spot. Could be in a better spot. Gonna go for the next Thunder Punch. I missed a bubble, but we're gonna throw it back to back. Should be able to take the KO. Or the last shield we took the last shield instead. Can Typhlosion incinerate down the Skunk Tank? Oh, they get the defense drop. I think that may not have mattered. Real close. Terrible lead. This is the worst possible lead. Having a water dog type get met with a grass fighting type. But the worst comes in and my opponent makes a fatal mistake of letting me Charge Act priority tie win. And they don't want to risk taking Frenzy Plant, so they double shield. 2-0 shield advantage. Shadow Typhlosion can absolutely go nuclear. I know that's not a Meteor Beam, thankfully, from counting. Actually, no, wait, that was a Meteor Beam. But later, it's not a Meteor Beam. And I mean, getting rid of that boost immediately. Very nice. Unfortunately, Typhlosion cannot get a bit of extra energy before taking the Ampharos out without committing a shield. But from my amazing counting skills, I knew there's no Meteor Beam here. And definitely made a pretty significant difference. Because I can just shield up a move and say goodbye to the Virizion. With the 3, 2, 1, kaboom! Let's see who the next opponent is going to have. They have Driftlane. Okay, Driftlane gonna get walled. Gonna bring in Drapion. I do give a free Poison Sting in. But I don't want to be taking a Crunch or Aqua Tail before I swap. And I don't want to give them... yeah, I guess it would have been a bit better to let them land Aqua Tail or Crunch into my Greninja. But this way I can guarantee only take one charge attack. They did get a Crunch defense shot, which is tough. But I do have back-to-back Blast Spoons. And I can launch them both. And I take the last shield, and now back to square one, but I have a 1-0 shield advantage. They do have Cobalion, which is a little awkward to deal with, but I can just take whatever they throw. Resisted, Frenzy Plant, still good damage. I mean, I can just save my shield for Greninja, and they have to throw energy to take the KO. They need a full Stone Edge. And they're going to bring in Drift Blade. I'm going to bring in, launch a Hydro Cannon. It's not going to say goodbye. Do resist all the moves. Icy Wind, nice. It should be low enough as a Cobalion for the KO. I hope I take the KO. Yeah, they are low enough. Going to throw the Hydro Cannon ASAP. Because it's plenty for the win. We have the mighty Blastoise, definitely a pretty strong Pokemon right now. Even with the rollout nerf, still just energy generation is so good. We're going to make a catch of their Skull Bash. And they're not going to want to stay in. They're going to bring in Malamar, which is annoying. Are they going to get a farm down before I get to 2 moves? Maybe, maybe not. They do. But they don't have back-to-back moves. Going to be able to launch a Hydro Cannon. And they're going to let all that energy go. That's fantastic. Interesting. I'm a little surprised they just let the Malamar go down. Oh, they do still have the Blastoise. I need to make sure to not fumble. Can I Incinerate down? Gonna commit my last shield to Typhlosion. I do get the Incinerate down. And was I in range of Swift? Do they not have Swift? I was definitely in range of Moonblast. They're going to throw before I get to the next move. But unfortunately for them, I had a shield. And Charge Attack priority with ease is what I win. Let's see, next opponent. Who are they going to have? Moltres. Okay, putting neutral lead. They can threaten with huge damage from Brave, but actually, yeah, positively for me. They're going to throw a potential Brave, but I respect the potential Brave, but it is Ancient Power. Going to survive that. Able to take a shield. But they're going to make a catch of Hydro Cannon into Drapion. Definitely should be careful with saving my shield to block that potential Brave Bird later. They go for the Aqua Tail bait. Fantastic for me. They're going to get taken out. Actually, you have to stay in. And they're going to bring in the Moltres. Going to just get to whatever move I can. And I do still take the KO. And we're going to trust our shielded Shadow Typhlosion. They do hang out 1 HP in a dream. Is this a Brave Bird for the KO? Ancient Power, not enough for the KO. We get that Incinerate farm down of the Flying Bird. And kaboom! Registeel gets nuked. And we even get to the Thunder Punch. Lock-on doing such little damage. 1 HP in a dream. For that amazing close up for the win. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you ever tried this team. Definitely a fun team. I mean, these Conde moves are just amazing. And even Pokemon are not like meta right now. Still pretty good Pokemon. But thanks for watching and goodbye.